Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the Hypermine server. I know what you're thinking. Benito, didn't you say in your last video you were only going to be uploading Wednesdays and, Sundays? Why was the last video out on a Friday then? The very video where you said you're only going to do Wednesdays and Sundays. Why is it on a Friday? Well, because, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else, this server is moving far too quick for me to keep up. Look at all this. There's stuff popping up everywhere. I've got to do more videos just to keep up with the damn thing. So there's a lot going on, and I want to keep on top of it. There's lots of bases springing up here and there. You got people building shops now. We obviously saw the enchantment shop, still very useful. Ooh, someone didn't replant the oak. Not me, was it? No, because I harvested it, but I definitely replanted it. Need to look at that at some point. Not sorry if you just heard that siren. Sorry if you did. So, we obviously have Surki's Forge, which is great. Too expensive to drop gold in the barrel. So we've been... Ooh, it's expanded. Look, we got armor now as well. Oh, look at this. Do the boots of feather falling on? Nah, I don't care. Still working on getting my full enchanted gear. But we do have efficiency 5 now. Very nice with cookies. Oh, look at that. So many cookies of everything now. So, yeah, we obviously have this shop. We've got a nether shop that's sprung up somewhere, I believe. And the way you can track these shops is via a new notice board that's sprung up. And I like this notice board because it's given me a bit of an idea. Well, I had the idea anyway, but now this has cemented the idea. So, I obviously did a lot of strip mining after the last episode. And here we go. Here's this thing. I've got a lot of material. So, open the notice board. There's Cason's nether shop, the Sugar Daddy Chews and Hose, the Officer First, there's stuff going on here. Hypermine Metal Recycling Centre, Benito's Dark Logs and Slime Farm, over yonder. But then we have Mrs. Wells' Timber Yard for the best wood in town. So my dark oak is now redundant. There's another shop selling dark oak. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, we're going to get rid of this. Well, we're not going to get rid of it. We're going to move the cart. And we're actually going to move this whole thing. It's not really so much point other than for me to have a place to drop my stuff off at spawn. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this somewhere a bit more useful. Over that side of the spawn town. That way it's towards my actual base. And in doing so, I plan to also make another shop. And this shop, I'm going to try and get in a bit early on it because what we're going to sell, if you may have had a keen eye, we're going to be selling redstone devices and materials. So we've got to have repeaters, droppers, pistons, glowstone lanterns, all that kind of stuff. Not my pickaxe, that's my pickaxe, and all that kind of stuff. So my plan is to make this shop. And to make this shop, I'm going to build it over that side as well. And it's going to be modelled after a redstone torch. I'm going to make a giant redstone torch, and it's going to sell all our goodies. So I've gone and ground out all the materials I need, which should be all of this. We're going to grab some stone as well to do the flooring while I'm at it. Shouldn't need too much. And we're going to literally just go over there, and we're going to build the little shop. And once we've built the shop, we'll move the wagon, and we'll move all my stuff over into the little storage area that'll be up top. And what I want to do is I want to find a good place because Firecracker has been building this circle that's going to go all the way around spawn. And this is going to be the interior circle. And on the outside of that is when we're going to have all the shops. So I'm thinking about having it over here. I kind of want it there, but I know people you'd like that. Well, I'm going to put it this way. People like this here. They like this monument as it's sort of like a guiding light home. Now, you know where you're going when you see this. So what I might do is I might leave this in place. Let's have a look. Let's from up here. I might leave this in place and build it down here or something. And that way, after people get used to the sight of this giant torch just filling up the area, then we can move on to actually, having this in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat some food and we're going to get making this layout. So, be right back. Right guys, we have it mostly set up now. Let's see it's standing proudly over there on the other side of the island. One thing you probably noticed is I actually ran out of redstone blocks, which is a little bit worrying when we're going to be running a redstone shop, but I do have a lot more strip mining planned to do, so we should hopefully get some more with that. Currently it's got the campfires at the top, just to be a bit more of a signal, although we will hopefully replace that with more lanterns. But first, I want to get it stocked up. I need to finish the board around the edge, so that means going and mining for some more redstone. Ooh, got a couple of stacks in here. Maybe that's enough to finish it off. But another thing we need to do before all of that is we need to move over all our gubbins from over here. So we're going to really quickly just dismantle all of this. I'll leave the chest till last. Ooh, we have a diamond. Nice. So people are buying stuff from here. We're going to reassemble the wagon over outside of the tower. That way people will definitely still know it's my base. So let's collect everything here that we need, and we're going to head over, rebuild this, get this last bit of redstone made. I'm going to dismantle all this. I'll leave the hole there for anyone who wants to claim it. And once we've got everything moved over, I'll look at actually stocking what we actually need to stock. It's only me and Dark Age Man at the moment, so got loads of time to do this. I need to turn the lights on as well, which I'm going to do for now just with levers. I might actually go to sleep first. With levers for now, I want to eventually make it so it's got a minecart or something running around it, so it'll be set with that. Let me just get in here because I only want to make it day. I don't want to actually set my spawn, so any point will do. Let me out. So yeah, I'll get the cart rebuilt. I will get all the chests moved over and get ready to stock up everything inside the shop. So I'll be back once that's all done. Okie dokie guys, we are back. We've moved everything over, as I said. This area still doesn't do anything, which quickly put some levers on there I think. So I should need a few, but we are all stocked down here. We have two that currently don't have anything, but I have some ideas that could go in them. We might look at maybe making targeting blocks if they're able to be made, or maybe doing things like powered rails in there. So we've got some options, and we've got all this stuff for sale, or we will once we've stocked it. But it's all laid out, ready to be used once I get some stock. So we have set repeaters, 1 diamond for 8. Redstone daylight, not redstone lantern at all. Daylight detectors, 1 diamond for 8. Comparators, 1 diamond for 8. Pistons, 1 diamond for 16. Droppers, oh no, these are dispensers, 1 diamond for 4, because freaking making you with bows is it's the worst block to make. Droppers, 1 diamond for 16, need to get a lot more of those. Observers, 1 diamond for 8. And sticky pistons, 1 diamond for 8 as well. Funny redstone blocks, 1 diamond for 16. And lamps, 1 diamond for 8. So we've got a lot of stock, but we got a lot of stock to stock, but no redstone left. Annoyingly, we do have quite a lot of glowstone and quartz left. I still have another 2 and a bit stacks after the last time. So making daylight sensors is going to be easy at least, because that doesn't require any redstone. But I need to get everything else stocked up. We've got a fair bit of iron now. If we look around some of our chests, you can see we've got a stack there. So we've at least got 1 stack worth of pistons to make. We've got a lot of stone, so we can easily make droppers. They're really easy to make. It's the ones that are going to be harder are obviously the ones that cost more. But I'm going to go let a load of these. So we're going to head back to the strip mine, get some more redstone because I've run out again, and we're going to make a load of this stuff to bring back. And just to quickly answer some questions, why am I using my resources on this thing when I am obviously wanting all my stone and that kind of stuff for the build? And my answer to that is, oh my god, the rain is loud. Let's find a bed real quick. The reason for that is because I actually want to... I'd rather get ahead on the market and get this stuff so I can have it. Let me in the bed so I can... Let me sleep. There we go. I want to get ahead on this stuff so I have the diamonds ready for something more simple. Like if someone opens a cobblestone shop, I'm all over that. I will be in there. I'll be buying all the cobble, all the andesite, Someone make a stone shop for me, please, and I will be your most valuable customer for a while. So we need to quickly just change this to Benito's redstone and slime. Over at the giant. No, over at the redstone torch. There we go. So what I want to do actually is thank you for being here. Actually, that almost feels like it's placed deliberately. There's loads over here. Let's just go at one of those, and we're going to just quickly, since we're selling redstone, boop, redstone. That is horrible to read. Horrible colours. Don't use these colours together. They're very bad. I'm only doing it because they're redstone. Okay? Okay. Right. Time to strip mining, and we'll be back to restock the shop and cover any progress we make on Argynvostholt. And welcome back, everyone. We have stocked up the shop a bit. There's one last thing I want to do to finish off the shop, and that's come over to Kason here, who has his own little nether shop, and there's something we want to pick up from here. I'm trying not to stand at that, and he's actually selling ender chests, and there's only one left, so he can go more 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds for 1 ender chest. If he was selling glowstone, that could have been interesting as well. But it seems like he's selling more of the actual blocks, and you see he's already got a couple of sales already, so good for him. Just made 4 diamonds off me for this ender chest, and I want the ender chest partly for myself, I admit, obviously. It's always nice to have an ender chest, but I also want to stick it in the redstone torch so that if anyone comes and they need their diamonds, they can come and pick them up there. It would also be good if I can get one more. If he restocks at some point, we'll buy another one. If I can get one more, because that way I can have one here and one back at the at Argynvost as well, and that would let me store my diamonds in one place. So we're pretty much set up. We can get rid of these now because they're not needed anymore. Hello, Bunny. Goodbye, Bunny. Slime's all set up. Coming in, we've got science beneath the redstone shop, currently stocking up, so limited supplies, but everything minus the redstone block actually has some stock. The dispenser I need to get enough to actually have 4, but that involves getting some bows. I have some string, so it's just getting that made up and getting some more redstone. We have 1 lot of droppers. Again, they're not too hard to make, so I'm not seeing too much demand potentially for them, so I'm not too worried about those. The main ones are these ones. So we've got 16, 24 observers. We've got a stack of pistons. Not quite a stack, 16 off, but quite a lot of pistons. A couple of non-sticky pistons as well. I'd imagine there's going to be more demand for these. Got quite a few comparators. A couple of daylight sensors. Going to be smelting up some more glass to get those done soon, and a load of repeaters, as well as a whole stack of lamps. So with that, we are pretty much set up and able to run the shop now, and I need to actually install this ender chest. I'm just going to pop in that corner. Ooh, that noise. Whoop. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, with that shop stocked up, we can return to strip mining a bit, but we'll... Well, I've only just noticed that. Was that always there? Or have I just only just noticed that must tell? Anyway, we need to head back. We need to catch up with what's going on Argynvostholt, and we'll see the progress that's actually been made on the build. Just head over there now. And welcome back, guys. We are over at Argornvost to see the progress that has been done on the fine tower, as well as actually check out what things has happened at the sword in the stone. So I'm the only one online. It's nice and early in the UK morning time, so just me online. First time I've actually seen this since the server's been up. There's always been someone else online, and voodoobeard was on earlier, but he's now gone. You can see here are some of our spoils from all our mining. We've got a lot of gold, which we probably should take to Nether to do some of the trades. I've heard people talking about setting up automated piglin trading farms. And I've done some more enchanting and stuff off screen, you know, getting some more backup picks, that kind of thing. But, oh, and one thing you may notice, look at all these diamonds. I've got so many diamonds. This is the only diamonds I've got that's not in ore form now, so this is all of my diamond worth. But we have over a stack of ore, so we have a lot of diamonds once we fortune that up. And I'm trying to figure when to do that. I might do that at the start of next episode because I wanna do some more mining after this as well because I need more stone. Because well, let's just have a look. There we go. Bam! All the walls are now up to the minimum height, with the exception of this area over here. So for the most part, the tower, the back still needs to work, but the main manor now has all its outer baseline structure walls in place. Now, obviously, we want to fancy them up and do some work on them. But as we come out here, you can see it goes from the bottom all the way to the top. Same over here, and it goes all the way around. This is all half slab to prevent spawning. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to light this area up or not. These areas obviously can spawn at the moment, but we're going to be doing some work on these once we do the actual structure itself. Hello, cow. Because we're not going to leave this flat, because that looks lame. I can fill these holes in. Yay. We're not going to leave this all flat. We're going to do some work around it, because at the moment this is just a big wall of nothing, really. So we're going to do some terraforming on it. Not terraforming, some sculpting work, some detailing to make it look cool, and we've got some ideas for that. But when we do that, we'll fix this area up top as well and give it a bit more shape and some lighting or spawn proofing. You can also see I've added a nether portal, and this is just because it was taking a little while to get to and from the base going over the desert. And I'd keep running into the pillagers, they'd keep coming over, following me to town and things like that. So that's how far I need to go to get back to base. It's really cool. I don't have to go very hard at all because we're on the ooh. I missed the slab. So we want to try and prevent any spawning up here. So everything's going to be half slabbed or buttoned or, you know, some other way of stopping spawn. A good thing I caught that. So let's head back through. Now, next thing I need to do is do some layout of the inside, but we need to go down to the sword first. So let's take the quick way down, which is this. I haven't got another quick way down yet. This is just staying up here for me to not have to avoid going all the way up and down the floors, since, you know, there's no walls in place yet, which is kind of a big deal. Alright, so we're going to quickly... Why is there a line here? What's caused that? I don't remember that being there. Hey? Is this like a... What biome are we in? Where's the biome? Biome dark forest, dark forest. Dark forest... Yeah, this is all dark forest, so why has that? Because look, it's all here as well. It's like almost like a square around where the portal is. That's interesting. If anyone knows why that's happened, because it's very clear here. Obviously, we covered this area up in here, but this area outside, we'll have to do something with that. Especially, look how vastly different this little bit is around the portal. Didn't know they did that. Anyway, the sword. Whee! Splush! We had someone come over and actually attempt to pull the sword from the stone. And they did. They successfully pulled forth the King's Blade. And this... No sign, but this is left to me from the Hypermine recycling plant, I believe. As a gift to replace the diorite in the sword. Although, now the sword's been claimed by Kason. All hail the king. So what we're going to do, we're going to quickly just dig this all out, and we're going to replace the diorite, and then we're going to go move on to the next bit of Argornvost. Okay, back up here with the sword now fully replaced and now made of iron. You can't really tell that much from a difference that it's changed, but it has, I assure you. We're going to move on with texturing, not texturing, but building up the walls in here, which is why I've got all this cobble. You can see I've also gone around and I've half slabbed all the areas where there were holes, so nothing will spawn here because it slabs despite being dark. I haven't done these bits because I'm not too worried about them. We're going to be building them up as we go. I should probably slab this bit as well, actually, just so we have some consistency and I don't accidentally mistake it for where walls should be. I mean, I shouldn't. It's the door. But just so we have this consistency, anywhere there's a hole beneath the layer below the floor. So this isn't the floor. This is the floor. But I'm going to leave these bits blank so I don't have to dig these out again. But for the areas where there's a drop, I'm going to sort that out. Right. So what I'm going to be doing is laying out the walls today and where they're going to be going. Now this is where we have a little bit of a problem with the map. So I'm using this map of Argynvostolt to build this thing, which you can see is a grid layout, and each grid I have built on there is one of these 3x3, for me is a 3x3 square, which is fine until we get to the inner walls. So you can see here is where one of the inner walls starts. So we're going to take this out so we have the wall where we want it. So we come out from this little round area that's going to have a little thing jutting out like this in a bit, which is the top corner. And what this does, this is going to run all the way along this wall up until about here, because I think this is the back. So, but the problem on the map is that sort of doesn't take up that much area on the map. So we still have the 3x3 area. What it would look like, do I have any on me? I don't have any on me, let's quickly make some. What would be ideal for this is if I could make thinner walls. So for example, instead of having this one thick wall, if we just had like, this is the wall, that would be brilliant, because we'd still have most of this area. We wouldn't have to worry about it losing so much space. Instead of the 3x3 with just a little bit shaved off, which is kind of what happens on the map. But we don't have that luxury because the inside of the castle is also going to be made of the same sort of stone as this. So I'm just going to have to basically cut and trim the rooms where it feels best. So for example, on the top left of this map, this room actually sort of comes out so there'd be one block in, then a double door sort of look. And then on this side, there's a single door that goes along. It goes along the wall. But I need to figure out where best to place that. So this wouldn't actually be where it goes because we go. We go one closer, which is a bit weird. Like looking at just the 3x3 outline, because you have those three, then a fireplace, then another three, then the wall. Then there's this sort of square that comes off of it, so 1, 2, 3. But that still leaves 2 gaps to the wall. So we're going to have to do some fiddling around with the walls to make sure they sort of match, although it won't be an exact match for this place. And then there's a wall that goes all the way to the back around these stairs. So what we're going to be doing is just laying out where these go, and I believe it lines up with there. Ooh. Is that right? That stair looks off because it goes to this little tube area and then comes up here. So yeah, that's right, but that's not lining up. Or is that just because I haven't finished it? So you come up, you got 1 and then 3. Oh, it looks like it's just because I haven't finished it. 1 and then yeah, I've only done 2, so I need to actually bring this out. 1 more just so I have the right thing, and that now does line up. So this is just going to be a load of comparing between the map and myself to figure out where best to build these walls to not take up all the room. So we still have a decent sized rooms. We have them trimmed where we need to, have it make logical sense. So let's go over here real quick just so we can do this area. So we're 1, 2, 3 wall. So this should be the corridor at the north end of the wall. So we need a door that leads into here, which I think would best be this bit. So let's quickly just do this so we have a sense of idea. then we need another double door here. So this feels a bit too far forward compared to, you know, we got this, it's meant to be a 3x3 room. So it might be the case that we'll push this back one and give this room a little more space than it should have, just so we get the comparison right for the rest of the building. But I'll do these stairs, and these are walls, not stairs. My goal is get these stairs done, the baseline is just in cobblestone, get it all laid out. We're going to go sleep real quick because it's dark. And then when we come back next episode, I'll do a mix of building up the walls, checking in with Spawn Town again. And as you may have noticed on the map, there's a load of stuff we still have left to do. We have like a little tower to build up back, a little mausoleum. We've still got to build all the floors, obviously. I need to build the other stairs that are here. You know, we've got a lot to work on with this thing. It's going to take a nice long time, which is good, because it's going to give me plenty of things to do for this early season. The floor also will not be staying as smooth stone brick everywhere, because I just am using that as a filler now, just so I can have things laid out. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll do a quick little time lapse of working on the walls, and we'll be back next episode to find out what we work on next. So, have fun, and I'll see you later. Toodles!